Hey everyone, Babu Mac here for Crisis in the Toyverse. Today on the show, we are looking at the Onyx Batman from Mezco Toys. Now this 112 collective shiny spectacle comes packed in a shiny spectacle style box. Of course, we got a classic Batman logo on the front here. A lot of people have grown up with that logo, so that's cool for those who could appreciate that sort of thing. On the back here, we have some beautiful artwork of the regular release. Don't know why the Onyx isn't featured on the back of the box. It is what it is. But the artwork still looks pretty good. No complaints on that. I will say I do like this figure a lot. It's not my favorite costume choice now, only because we're already getting the Michael Keaton that was announced at ToyFair. So now that you have this, and this is me personally, before everybody say, nah, you don't know what you're talking about, I just feel like the shine has kind of went off on the Onyx Batman. He's still very cool. He's got a very cool design that's very busy but very techish, and it looks wonderful. The articulation, for the most part, works very well. You do have some problems in the bicep cut and the bending at the elbow and whatnot, but it still works pretty good. So in terms of the look of the head, love the design here. Techie cowl, long ears, shiny look, piercing eyes, and a very grumpy stare. When you get to the costume itself of the body, that bat logo is nice and texturized. It's made of a nice material. And then as you go throughout the figure, you have the nice texture with the pleather type pieces or whatever they are, and the mesh setting, and that all looks great, especially in the ab department. And then you get down to the utility belt, that looks good, and even down to the boots, it's very shiny, very crisp, very clean. He does have a lot going on, as you can see there, a back shot. Just all the texturizing that they've done with this guy looks great. And I believe this looks actually not too far off from the PX version. It's just done in gray with that blue. But the gauntlets look nice. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about in terms of the costume. Costuming color may not be everybody's taste. As for the cape, the wingspan on this is big, but not too big. I know some people had a problem with that with the BVS one, but the design of the cape looks fine. Really no issues with that. The material is a little thin, but that's just my own personal take from it. Overall, satisfying to have the figure. He does look cool. Like I said, it's just, like I said, I just not as excited for him as I thought I would be. And that's nothing to take away from the figure. Now, in terms of articulation, his head can look up. It can definitely look down. And you can do all that side to side. Really no issues with that. It's on that double ball peg. And then it could rotate all the way around and touch the bottom of his chin. Now, as far as the upper body articulation, you do get some side to side. It can twist, it can move around, go backwards and forwards. Can't really twist at that bottom section of the abs, but you still get a lot of range of motion. Now, the arms do go up, they do go down, they do go up, and they do go back. You got the butterfly joint there, bicep cut that works semi-well just because of the material, double jointed elbow, and then we have wrist rotation with that ball peg thing that they got going on. Now, in terms of the lower body, he can do the splits. You got that inner thigh cut there that's hidden by the cloth, a double bend at the knee, no boot rotation, but the ankles do rock side to side and go up and down. So overall, a good amount of articulation. The suit does hinder it a bit, but it still works for Batman. So let's go ahead and talk about accessories. Alright, in terms of accessories, I thought it would be fun to set up the Ascending Knight set versus the Sovereign Knight Onyx Edition set. So, first of all, we have our Batman grappling gun, which looks nice. It does fit into the utility belt, but it is a bit loose. Then we have the sonar gun. Kind of cool. And the cool thing here is you're going to plug the sonar dish, attach it to the gun, and fit it in the utility belt. Then, of course, we have the drone, the Bat drone, and it does have some articulation on it on top of being a unique sculpt. You got swiveling and up and down motion at the wings, so That's a neat little feature that they definitely didn't even have to add. Then, of course, we got this tech sonar batarang. It kind of reminds me of something out of Arkham. And then we got a standardized batarang, which is different from the Ascending Knight version. You do get 10 of those, and as you can see, it's a nice little armory that we continue to build up here that Mezco continues to provide. And I think that's a fun, unique little thing they got going on. So I think that pretty much covers all the weapons we have for this Dark Knight that's on a sovereign path to justice. Let's go ahead and move on to some of the other accessories, shall we? So in addition to weapons, we also get our bat base, flight stand, 112 bag to store everything, the bat cape holders, and the bat cape wires. Alright, moving on to the bat heads, we get 4 in total. The first being the short-eared look with this grimace look going on. Not my favorite sculpt, but it's nice to have the short ears. Then we have the default head with the nice pointy ears. This one's actually one of my better ones that I enjoy with this figure. But this one right here, the battle damage with the blood, the scratches, the tears, looks fantastic. And then we have Bruce Wayne in his second form with this Ascending Knight into the Sovereign Knight series, looking fantastic. Now moving on into the hands, we have 11 hands in total. We got some fists, we got some open hands, we got some batarang style gripping hands. And then we have, what else we got here? We have some trigger hands. And then finally we have the Knuckle Buster, which is a very cool accessory. And you'll see that a little bit more in the slideshow at the end. But overall, very satisfying set of hands. And I couldn't be more thrilled. Alright guys, for our size roundup today, we of course have the Mezco exclusive Joker, we got the Mezco exclusive Ascending Knight in black, we got our Sovereign Knight Onyx edition, we have Darkseid, and we have Superman. A nice different look at different sizings here. So Batman's really not going to have any problems fitting in with other Mezco DC figures. But I'm going to save a more in-depth review of all different sizes for later Mezco releases. As for the Onyx Batman itself, I think it's a fun figure. The costume turned out great. There are some limitations just because of the material, at least from my vantage point, in terms of being worried about tearing or breaking something. But, you know, it's still fun. I know some of the luster's off now that we know we have a Keaton Batman on the way. But he's still a cool figure, and it's nice to see that yellow and black Batman logo on a Mezco figure in this sort of way. But guys, I think that's going to pretty much do it for the review. I will say this, if you're looking to pick this guy up, if you're a completionist, then by all means do so. But if you're looking for a black suit Batman, you may just want to wait till that Tim Burton release comes out. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate the love and support. If you get some free time, head over to Talker Art's channel. I hear that he will be doing a review of this soon. And as always, check out some of the people who helped make this show possible. And with that being said, guys, slideshow at the end. And until next time, great googly moogly.